My love here came out of a protective style. She she's coming in today just to get the basic shampoo and conditioner style. But what a lot of people don't do before they start that shampoo is go through this hair and brush it out. You have to get out that shedding hair that you have in here. It's going to be in there. You shed 100 hairs a day. You keep that so in for 3 months. So just imagine how many days of shedded hair you have in there. Mind you, there. I haven't even brushed out her whole head, but that's about how much we've gotten out so far. And I'm not hurting her, I'm not killing her. I'm just basically going through, giving the hair a soft paddle brush, not a fine tooth comb, not a huge wide tooth comb either. I don't want to snatch the hair, I just want to basically help the hair slide off. Pretty much the other hair that is held on to. That's what hair is designed to do. It's a basic web to catch all of this stuff. So that it get to the scalp, get into the scalp and start causing damage and other things. So if you want this to be healthy and to have longevity from it, there's certain little processes for this part of the transition or this part of being natural that you have to take care of, or you will start having dreadlocks whether you want them to or not. They'll start forming up in little bitty rolls, and then they'll just start snapping off, and you'll see them come off like something like that. They'll start doing little bud things like this, and after a while they're gonna lock, and then it's going to snap. So shampoo and condition this hair, brush it out to its maximum, get that stuff out, let that fro be seen right quick, and then go in and deeply clarify, cleanse that hair first. I'm going to use the Design Essentials Organic Cleanse, followed by the Moisture Retention, which is my super moisturizing shampoo, and she's going to get a conditioner, which is very vital to this hair at this point in time. You can braid it back up for her next protective style and begin to snatch more of it out. Although it's not intended to do so, it still will happen inevitably. So take care of it. Keep the fro healthy. Keep it manageable. And my favorite quote, stop looking like slaves. Make it look nice. Boom, bye to the girly girl's hair. Cut this out, baby. I'm happy to be doing it though. It's liberating. She told me she doesn't feel any way about it, which I think is wonderful. Be confident when you're going to go and take a step like this, and understand that it's going to take a lot. You're going to have to adjust again. Your body has gotten used to it, so the style, the way you wear your face, the way you wear your clothes, of course, all of that's about to change. You're going to have a different feeling, but you should be liberated. You should feel fantastic no matter what. Yes, this is hair, and yes, it may give you one look, but if you're confident enough and can make others respect you regardless, they will respect your looks regardless. Everybody's going to be different, and that's what life's about. This is a starter lock. Of course, we all know. We're doing it with the 1-inch comb. This is her 3rd visit. She's locked completely. At this point, if she wanted to take them down, she could. But you already know pretty much what her lock is going to look like, because although she has new growth and this has been shampooed, this is what you see all the way through. I have not touched anything of the sort. This is what her hair is going to look like. She's going to come in and it's going to get properly maintained and properly pruned. She's going to be mad at me for doing this, but it's going to look like Dominique. Look at her. Check her hair out. Her hair is colored, it's processed. She started with other stylists doing other things, but at the same time, we still got her in the game. If you check out the very first video, starter lock from beginning to end, you'll see her in there with shorter locks. It's fuller, again, it has been colored, it has been manipulated and everything else, but she still has great looking locks. Like it just pours. Everything is what's up. The balance of it, look at her balance in her parts. I can do anything, I can go anywhere with these and make it go smooth. This is what's needed. Look at the ends of these. I didn't even have to clip these all the way down the end because she still has coil. When using her natural curl pattern, there's nothing to revert back to. Nothing at all. So I can just hit this in the necessary parts and come on down. She has a huge bud. Her bud is all of this. You can't tell that this is bud because I combed through it and made all of that congruent. That is what's necessary. Now think if I would have just finger coiled this, we would have to fight this just a little bit more. I'm not going to be fighting nobody's damn hair. I got things to do. So we coiled it, we went through, and she had a hair full of it when she started. Again, but this is third visit. You know this hair did not grow this much in the third visit, and she comes every 3 weeks. So it's been 9 weeks. 2 months, 1 week, and she is locked. Fully, she has hang time. I'm gonna show you again. Shake it for me. Oh, you can shake it a little harder than that. All of that was moving. This is before the dryer. Only thing we're using in this is that locking curl and this tone and this elbow grease. So we making this work, twisting it up very healthily and going on to the next. Preserving the natural abilities of your hair and keeping it manageable is very, very important. A lot of people like are going to braids and different other protective styles just to, understand the hair integrity of that being on the natural side. A lot of people are doing other things like, pressing and flat irons. Natural hair is going to be natural hair regardless. So it's certain things you're going to have to implement into this process just to keep it manageable. One first is your understanding. You understand this thing, you're not going to benefit, like at all. You're going to be very impulsive, and you're going to jump over the bridge. And I've seen a couple of them commit suicide, and again, like I always say, end up with that old phase. And then when they got the clippers, they got you a relaxer, and just creamy crack your way to Jesus. And hey, to each his home. But what we're doing here today is my love came out of braid, and she wanted to do a good permanent color. Now, it's not bad to do a color, but she had a little stress on the hair first. So I wanted to take that stress out of the hair by moisturizing it, conditioning it. We took over the braids with a rinse that's not going to take anything away from the hair. If anything, the rinse is going to add on top of the hair. It's going to sit in, it's going to make the hair shaft and the hair enamel level pretty much rebuild versus taking away from them with the permanent color. She has a couple of pieces in here in which is thinning. Everybody has thinning, but we're going to fix thinning by balancing back out what we did. So what I started first was argan oil and Moroccan oil, leave-in shine conditioner. This conditioner is going to help soften up the hair shaft. It's going to help rebuild, revitalize without having to put everything in it. I can still stick my fingers through now without causing pain, tension, or anything else, or even breakage. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to go through here and clip these ends. Although the hair is curly, does not mean you do not get your ends clipped. You clip them damn ends, you hear me? Because they will get ratty, natty, and will lock up on you quickly. The other thing I put on there is a skinny serum by Paul Mitchell. So what this does is it helps make the hair just way more silky for me without keeping it gunky, without making it feel like I just put a bunch of crap in it. Which you can see, like, it doesn't look like I did anything, but it's still manageable, it's soft, and it's on its way back to being extremely, extremely healthy. A lot of people are getting those braids and those two-strand twists like you're not doing certain things because you don't have to. It's out of sight, out of mind to you. So you just picked up certain things. Maybe you just spray it, or if it itches, you'll attack the itching issue, but you won't condition it. You didn't oil it. You didn't moisturize it. You didn't put back those key factors. And I know some of the people be lying to me. I know you're lying. You don't be drinking water. And that's fine. You be like, I drink 1 bottle a day. That's not drinking water. That is not water. That's this little teaspoon cough syrup. That's not gonna do anything for anybody. You need to take care of this hair and nourish it. Your hair is like a plant. It doesn't get oxygen, it doesn't get food, it doesn't get nutrients, it doesn't get water, it doesn't keep a balance. It ain't gonna grow. Like technically, it's gonna stunt up on you. It even goes down to like how you think. And if you're thinking a bunch of negative thoughts, you're always stressed, you're always worried. It's gonna burn. This is how you tell with your body how you're doing okay, if you're doing okay. Your hair is a check mark. It grows pretty good. You have issues where it's thinning, falling out, hitting the floor, all kind of stuff. You fail. And it's inevitable. It shows right here if you're failing or if you're passing. So if you look in the mirror and you can take your finger and do this right here, and have these huge, just equator of Jesus coming through your parts right there, then you're failing. Unless your hair has naturally been that thin all your life, or you're on some medication and it's out of your control. But if it's in your control, you fail. Simple as that. So moisturize this hair. We're gonna do a twist out on her today. And then this twist out, only thing I'm gonna use is another liquid. You see, I only use liquids here so that the excess can run down her neck and out. I'm gonna put her under the dryer so that the liquids can dry in. But I don't mean when I say liquid, that means gonna mix everything with some water either. You do not need a daily spritzer. Do things in balance and moderation twice a week. If your hair needs that much, again, you fail. So we're gonna just put a little lock and curl in here. So this for locking and curling of the natural hair, just helping us textures come together. We're gonna mix that through. Go through, take some big pieces and 2 string twists and sit her under the dryer and take some minutes. It's not rocket science, and she don't need Miss Jessie super glue to get this going in. Okay. What I have in here now that I do like, I'm looking into this Shea Moisture line. Now everybody likes shea butter and they like what the bottle shea butter is doing. So I'm gonna check this out and I'm gonna see what's up with this. And I'm gonna let y'all know because a lot of these things depend on 1, 2, 3 shit. And I ain't for no 1, 2, 3. It's the process, but it ain't that kind of process. It's the process the way you wake up in the morning and know you gotta do certain things. So you set your alarm clock at the right time. Get up, take care of that, take care of that body, take care of that hygiene, and go ahead on about your business. So today we're doing a color, and the difference with this color is we're doing it on a lower porosity of hair. And the reason I'm saying lower porosity is because the hair is graying, and what you can see in this area right here. Go ahead. With hair that does this sort of things or has this sort of issue or in this sort of state, you have to be a little more. How do I want to say? You have to pretty much saturate this hair. Make sure that you put the product on and you can see your product. As you can see here, we're putting a lifter at the bottom and you can see where the lifter has been put in. If not, you will not have a good prosperous color. That color will not come out processed. It is going to look like you just threw some crap in there. Some of the different tones in your hair may come out. That's where people get those pinks and those greens and all of the other good Christmas color crap looking going on in their hair. So when you're doing things like this, make sure you use like substantial colors, and you're going through how you see Sharita going through, checking for each one hand by hand. That's what's needed. I mean, one by one. But that's still what's needed. She's going through thoroughly doing this color because it is going to take a little longer to process on this hair. So she has a 5 to 7 minute radius that she doesn't have on other normal hairs, because it will slide in like it's like your body having a higher level of metabolism. You know, it's going to take everything quicker and a lot faster, especially when you start associating heat. So for those that sweat a lot, or heat just consumes you, hot flashes and all that, you definitely will color very, very, very quickly. In this situation, we were also talking about how to grow hair. And I know a lot of people want to grow their hair very quickly and to have, hair coming out tomorrow. You want to see that length. You want to feel that length. So in that time, you're going to terms to where you're overdoing stuff, like you're taking 2 and 3 biotin pills a day, or you're using so much of the mega growth oil or so many of the other things just to make the hair grow. And do you know that can become toxic to the body over a period of time? The body will then start to reject these things. So of course you will not see growth. You will not see anything, because you've just pretty much partially ruined some of the glands that you were working with. So be mindful to that. Yes, we want our hair to come in, we want our hair to grow, but stress and worry is not going to put you there. So do me a favor, and like I always tell you, go sit your ass down in a corner on a chair and wait for things to happen like everybody else is going to do. You will have a level of prosperity if you're doing the right things or the right regimen. That's the best way to put it. Now what she's doing now is she's going on and she's putting a nice brown on this gray. Now if you pay attention to your boxes, in the top of your boxes, it tells you what your grays, your browns, and all of those other things are going to look like once you administer a color to it. So you should know your outcomes and should be able to pick the desired color based on what you want off of what you see. So pay attention to those boxes too, and know some of them are very damaging to the hair. So don't just go picking stuff up because it says it's going to give you a natural look. That does not mean it has juices and berries and lemon oils and coconut flies and all of that stuff, and that it's not in this stuff. So pick the right things and get you a conditioner. That conditioner is going to be your best friend for this color, especially for those with a lower porosity of dry hair or different aging situations like medication and all of that. That conditioner is going to keep you where you need to be, where the other chemicals and different things are taking those oils and those sebation glands out of their place. So again, this is another one of those situations where you have to saturate it, put that color in there all the way through, let it work it in as if this was a little relaxer. We all know how to part that hair for a relaxer. Adding color, adding a relaxer, what's the difference? Slide that chemical in and make it work. You want, with this, you always have high desire and high demand, so people want to see these changes immediately. They want to know that this is going to happen on a great level. So make sure you know what you're doing, and don't just be well, I'ma try. Get you a mannequin if you want some trying crap.
Let me love you from the top to the bottom. Let me love you like never before. Let me show you, baby, how I appreciate you. Take my hand and follow me, I'll take you to a place for lovers and happy moments forever. Then you realize that I love you so much, and all I want for you is happy.